So I'm Anna and I work for the NHS. I'm a manager. I work in the education side of healthcare. Um, I found out about Emma through Facebook. The 5 day challenge was being advertised. A few of my friends were quite keen to join, but they were kind of WhatsApping about it, and there was a bit of chat. So we all kind of decided, right, we were all going to do it at the same time. So yeah, that was kind of how I found out.
There was quite a group of you, wasn't there? 4 or 5
Yeah,
of you in the ship.
four of us, I think. So we had a wee WhatsApp chat in the background during the 5 days, like what are you eating, what recipes have you got, what you cooking. So it was actually quite fun, and we were kind of like spurring at each other on. And actually, like one of my friends lost something like half a stone in the 5 days. I think I lost 4 pounds. So yeah, definitely it was really good, and everybody was quite kind of excited by it because it was every day there was like a new wee challenge to do, and the Facebook, there was loads of engagement, so it was really fun.
Yeah, good stuff. So obviously we went on to work a little bit closer together. So what was it that you needed help with the most before we started working together?
So I think for me, it was probably mindset. I tried like every diet under the sun, Weight Watchers, Slimming World, just eating healthy, going to the gym. But I probably would have described myself as a all or nothing kind of personality. I was, if I was on it with my eating, I was on it with the gym, and then I would do like virtually nothing for months and months at a time, and just really could not motivate myself to kind of go to the gym and stuff, but love it when I'm there. So it's just so silly, and yeah, probably just really needed that kind of. I probably couldn't see how to help myself because everything else I had kind of tried before, whilst it might have lasted for a bit, and I had got to my goal with things like Weight Watchers and stuff, but I never kind of sustained it because it was a diet. It wasn't changing the way that you kind of live and your mindset.
Cool. So since we started working together, so what was your main achievements from that time?
So my main achievements were, well, since the 5 day challenge right up to the end of the 90 days, I lost a stone and 2 pounds in total. I've since gone on and lost another 5 pounds. So I'm now sitting a stone and a half off. Yeah, I probably was looking back at kind of like day one goal setting, kind of preparing. And I said I would lose a stone and a half by October 2020. So in a year, I would lose a stone and a half. And I think that was the thing that kind of stuck in my head when we originally spoke was, you're kind of saying, that's fine if that's what your goal wants to be, but we can get you further than you think you'll be able to go, and in 90 days. And it was totally true. So yeah, my biggest kind of really goal was for health reasons. I really wanted to reduce my BMI to get it into a healthy range, which I hadn't been for quite some time, which is never really nice to see that you're overweight. So yeah, I've done that just within the 90 days. Pretty much my BMI was brought down into the healthy range, so that was great. And I think just another achievement I would say probably is just my confidence. I've learned so much about nutrition and just maintaining the the kind of mindset, the habits, just coming back to not thinking about good days, bad days. Kind of that was the language I probably was used to using before, and I really try hard not to use that language anymore. I just live my life, I enjoy myself. I'm a really social person. I like wine, star bars, and going out for a Chinese. And I just do that. I live my life. I have what I want to have, and then the next day just back to kind of the habits and eating well.
Fantastic. So, I mean, what would you say that's been your biggest breakthrough through our time together, was actually being able to see that losing weight and having a healthy BMI doesn't have to be this all or nothing, or is there any other key takeaways that you think?
Yes, I think probably a few breakthrough moments where, yeah, that all or nothing mindset definitely gone, you know. I don't think in that way anymore. I think just as well, like kind of re-examining like habits that I had of, you know, kind of coming home maybe on a Friday night, hard week at work, having a glass of wine on a Friday night might have turned into 3 glasses of wine on a Friday night because the bottle's open, and it probably that was more of a habit than anything. And I think quite quickly I re-examined that and thought, am I actually doing it because I want it, or is it just because it is a habit now? And so probably maybe pre-lockdown, I was probably only having maybe a couple of drinks on a Saturday night, and I was really enjoying them, as opposed to kind of maybe having drinks on a Friday night and a Saturday night, because it was just a kind of built-in habit.
Fantastic, lovely. And what would you say your biggest challenges were through our time together?
So I think probably my biggest challenges were I work away a lot, so I manage a team across the whole of Scotland. So I'm in Inverness for like 3 days a week, every couple of months. So that for me was quite challenging. I was always able to kind of convince myself that, oh, I would just have a wee treat, you know, just a wee treat for the train, or, you know, have a wee glass of wine during the week that I would never have done at home. And easy to convince myself probably exercise is kind of like really difficult to do when I'm away in a hotel room. I think that for me was like a real challenge, kind of overcoming that. And now when I go away, I do, you know, I work out online in my hotel room, or I'll go out a walk. I'm not really a runner, but you know, I definitely now find, you know, pack my gym stuff, be prepared, have my protein shakes, plan out what I'm going to eat. So yeah, I think that probably was my biggest challenge.
But it's always hard, and you know, that's like my background was very similar, like having to work away and having to rely on other people and other places for your food, but it can be done with a little bit of preparation, absolutely. So finally, what would you say to someone that is thinking about working with me?
So for anyone who's thinking about working with Emma, I would say just do it. It will totally change your life. She's fab, really knowledgeable, so down to earth, really honest, challenging of you, but in a really constructive way. And it definitely, for me, it's been the most kind of life-changing health and well-being thing I've ever done. And yeah, don't be scared. I think at the beginning I was really fearful, and
I remember.
You know, that thing of thinking, gosh, you know, nothing else has really ever worked before. Is this just another thing? But I really, you know, convinced myself that investing some time and money and effort in myself was definitely going to pay off, and it really has. So yeah, don't be scared.
Yeah, and thank you. But finally, I mean, what are your confidence levels like of the future of you being this person that you've become and staying there in the long term?
So I'm really confident that I'm going to be able to sustain this. I finished the 90-day transformation at the end of January, went straight into a week's holiday with my husband, and we were, you know, away. We enjoyed a glass of wine. We ate out, you know, for a week. I came back. I hadn't put on a single pound, and since then I've taken off another 5 pounds. I've maintained my exercise goals every week, despite you know, not being able to get to the gym for a lot of that time. So yeah, I've still got my health goals that I need to make sure that I meet. And yeah, I don't doubt myself in terms of my ability to be able to achieve that.
Fabulous. Well, thank you so much for that, Anna.